Hello, my name is Julian Mashingaidze, and I'm currently a first year student at the University of Edinburgh. Today, I'll be doing the video session of my application to be a campus representative at Teach First, Part 1. Hello. Please, could I just have one moment of your time? Just one moment. Thank you. I just wanted to ask you, did you know that here in the UK, children from a vulnerable background are 18 months, right, I said it, 18 months behind children from a stable economic family when they write GCSEs? And did you know that currently, at the present moment, right now, the rates of children from vulnerable backgrounds going to higher learning institutions, such as our beautiful university here, are decreasing? Now, these are some of the issues that the UK faces today, and that's why I want to tell you about Teach First. Now, Teach First is an initiative that has one goal, one main mission, and that is to make sure that there's quality education provided to everyone, regardless of their background. What Teach First has managed to do is they've managed to put 10,000 teachers across the whole of the UK with the goal of trying to promote education, and they've gotten results. Currently, at the present moment, when they start at one of their institutions, children from vulnerable backgrounds are getting a 9% lower average than children from stable economic families. But once Teach First goes in and makes a difference, they start to perform better by about 16%. And now Teach First is guaranteeing people a brighter future. So I want to raise awareness for this, and I want to talk to you. Are you passionate about education? Because you could possibly have an opportunity with Teach First as a teacher, or just someone who really wants to raise awareness for the program, or someone who just really wants to help them along their way for the effect that they're having. It's something that has truly touched me, the way they're changing lives, and I feel that you, as a part of this community, can also change the lives of many people. Thank you. Thank you. That's the end of part one. And now for part two. Um, when I think how I would probably handle my role as a rep, I kind of look at the organizations that I'm currently involved in at the present moment. And that is, I'm a part of the Literature Society, Publish Ed, and they run a lot of open mic events, and they also have newspapers and magazines. And what I've noticed is that in a lot of these newspapers and magazines, they kind of post things like they post a lot of articles about like Save the Children, where they kind of raise funds and clothing for children, or like climate awareness, like there's a society called Social Change where they kind of bring plastics in. So as a representative, one of the first things I do would be to get in contact with the magazine and see if I could kind of post something advertising about Teach First and raising awareness. In terms of shout outs, I think the Literature Society does have a lot of open mics where people come in and sing songs, do poetry, and I've seen quite a few societies come out, like go up and talk about issues and relating women and feminism. And I feel that's also a good opportunity for me to kind of come in and shout out and tell people about Teach First in general. In terms of lectures, in terms of limitations to that, there is bureaucracy, like you have to kind of check first in terms of the magazine and how you're going to put that. But being a member, I think it's something that I could possibly do fairly quickly. Lecture shoutouts are also something that's relatively simple to do. I think the only issue with that is how to follow up and kind of leave details, because people tend to not really follow up on that. But that's something that you can probably do by providing an email or site or just something tangible that people can see. And I guess you should always, I guess something that I also want to do is I find important is always kind of trying to set a picture to something. So stories or impacts, and I think if we can, I think putting that through platforms such as the Literature magazine, having a story of how Teach First has made a difference, that is something that I also believe can be really effective in terms of publicity. Um, I think that's my time, and those are probably the main ways in which I try and get or raise awareness about Teach First. And thank you.